Welcome back to News Center. I'm Andy Hughes with your sports report. The 10th ranked California Vulcans football team came into week 2 of the 2012 football season looking for a victory over the defending PSAC champion Kutztown Golden Bears. The Vulcans were coming off of a big 30-22 win over the 17th ranked Hillsdale Chargers, while the Golden Bears were coming off of a victory in which they set a school record with 723 yards of total offense. To add even more to the matchup, both teams were projected to win their respective divisions. Let's take you to University Field in Kutztown for all of the highlights of this game you caught earlier on this week right here on CUTV. As you'll see, the two teams meeting there. First meeting since 1997. And after California scored 27 unanswered points, Kutztown responded by scoring 38 of their own. And you'll see here, Jeff Knox cuts that lead to 38-33 with a touchdown. After a key interception by Chaz Veal of California, quarterback Peter Lullick throws this one, but Greg Carroll of Kutztown gets this one to give the Golden Bears some momentum. However, the Vulcan defense stepped up and forced the Golden Bears to punt. Following the punt and a long drive, Jeff Knox Jr. gets in again, scores his second touchdown for the Vulcans to retake the lead 41-38. After a 46-yard kick return by Kutztown, running back Curtis Wortham runs this one in for a 2-yard touchdown. That gave the Golden Bears the lead once again, 45-41, with only 2 minutes to go left in the game. On California's next possession, Peter Lullick completed 3 straight passes, including this one. This one goes all the way to the end zone to Cowan Scott. That gave the Vulcans a 48-45 lead with only a minute to go. Now down to the possible final play here at Kutztown. Kevin Morton tries to run around. It's 4th and 7, tries to move the chains, but he fails as California defense steps up and holds them. California would go on to kneel and force the win. California beats Kutztown for the first time in their history by the score of 48-45. Peter Lullick, 30 for 59, passed for 398 yards, 2 touchdowns. While the football team has enjoyed some early success, they are not the only team on campus that has started off strong. The women's volleyball team, who won the PSAC championship last season, came into their 9th match of the 2012 season with a 6-2 record and were looking to defeat the West Virginia Wesleyan Bobcats, who were looking to end a 3-game losing streak. Let's head over to the Convocation Center for all of the highlights. As you'll see here, that is the California here we'll go into the first game here. Pick things up, Cal up 24-20. Freshman Mary Lavery spikes the ball here. That gives the kill. That'll give the Vulcans the first match, win the first match. And now as we go into the second, already down 24-17, West Virginia Wesleyan tried to get something going, but that one goes just out of bounds. That gave California the second game. And on to game 3. With a 19-11 lead already, senior Kelly Fromneck gets a nice kill here, as that would extend California's lead to 9 points as they were going to try to sweep. After some late pressure by the Bobcats, senior Brandy Fireball Harris gets that one, and that would be the match point. She put a little change on that one as they would sweep the West Virginia Wesleyan 3-0. With the sweep, the Vulcans improved to 7-2 on the young season. This past Sunday, the Cal U tennis team held an event in which they offered tennis lessons. This event also helped the team raise money for their expenses for this upcoming season.
Well, we're trying to raise awareness for our tennis program. We're trying to get some people out here in the community just to try and be involved, and we want our players, to get some exposure, and hopefully people that show up today will get to meet some of them and they'll get to play some fun tennis.
The main purpose is to just raise money for the team and try to get more supporters out there, and yeah.
Yeah, also to help us to travel. We do a lot of traveling throughout the spring semester especially, so it helps us to travel for spring break down to Florida and places like that.
So guys, we saw a lot of football over the weekend. Friday we saw some high school football, Saturday Vulcan football. Sunday we saw the NFL kick off their first week of action. Saw the Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers, but there is a second week, obviously. This Sunday play the New York Jets, going to be a huge matchup.
Yeah, season's not over yet after one loss, obviously, but they got a tough one this Sunday with the Jets, who scored 28. Their defense scored 28.
Well, I have to say I wasn't able to watch the first game. I had a meeting, but my roommate did tell me all of the details, and she is hopefully pulling for the win. this week.
Absolutely. One interesting matchup to look at, Steelers wide receivers Antonio Brown and Mike Wallace against the strong secondary of the Jets, including former Pitt cornerback Darrell Revis.
Yeah, it should be a good one, Andy. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks.
And finally, in these times of political mud-raking and downright incivility towards your fellow man, where it seems people are destined to fight like cats and dogs, we offer the following video. Now, we aren't suggesting that Republicans and Democrats will ever be able to behave in such a loving manner, but if these two lifelong adversaries can bury the hatchet and work together, perhaps, just perhaps, there's hope for all of us after all. And a very good video to start off our newscast of 2012.
I definitely agree. That will do it for this week's edition of News Center. Don't forget, you can check out CUTV online anytime.
You can visit our official website at sai.calu.edu/CUTV for the latest news and on-demand video.
We'll see you next week.